Welcome! Columbus Bartending School here. We're going to put a new twist on an old fashioned for some Thanksgiving drinks with family and friends and so forth. So I have Sherry here.
Hello.
She's going to be putting it all together, and I'll kind of go through the recipe with you and we'll go from there. So first we're going to start with some ice. Ice is important for all drinks. You want to make sure you have plenty of ice. But we're going to muddle this drink first. So we're going to put in some sugar cubes. Put in a couple sugar cubes. We're going to put in a couple dashes of bitters. You can have flavored bitters if you like, whatever flavor you like. There's so many out there. Put in a cherry. We're then going to add a little bit of cinnamon to that. And then we're going to go ahead and add some bourbon, any bourbon that you like, and some butter shots or butterscotch schnapps, if you how you say it. So we're going to put about 1 1/4 ounce of bourbon and about 3/4 ounce of butter shots. And then we're going to grab your muddler over there, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to muddle it all together. We want to get those sugar cubes not in cubes anymore, kind of get them all grinded in there together. Get all the flavors extracting from your cherries, from your bourbon, cinnamon, getting that mixed with your bitters and so forth. So muddle that up. And then once we get that all together, we're going to go ahead and then add the ice. Make sure you fill it to the top, a good amount of ice. Ice is key as a bartender. And then we're going to put some apple cider in it. I'd say about 1 1/2 ounces. Depends how much you want to taste your bourbon. If you want to taste your bourbon, don't put as much cider. If you don't like the flavor of bourbon as much, maybe add a little bit more cider. And then we just go ahead and top that with some seltzer, soda water, and so forth. Just to top it off, to give it a little spritz. And there you go. Grab a cinnamon stick to garnish it. You can also make your apple slices up really pretty, cut them thinly. We put some caramel sauce on there with some nuts, and then you kind of have a dessert drink. So you can drink it with dinner or you can have it with dessert. And then you have a pretty delicious drink, apple cider, bourbon fashion. All right, next up we're going to make a harvest spritzer. For those of you that like champagne in your drinks and so forth, like a little bit of bubbly. First, we're going to start with your cranberry spear, and those are pretty simple. You know, if you just have your simple ice trays at home, just put a couple cranberries in there, fill it with ice, or I'm sorry, fill them with water, throw them in your freezer. Takes about a couple hours, and they turn out very pretty. Or if you had the cool spears, you can find those anywhere. Those are pretty cool too. We're going to start with elderflower. You can use Saint Germain or Saint Elder, whatever, but 1 1/2 ounces is what you go ahead and pour in there. And then we have some white cranberry peach is what we picked up, but you can do just simple cranberry, white grapefruit, whatever juice you like with it. Go ahead, toss that in there. I'd only do about 1 ounce of your juice in there. That should be plenty. And then we're going to top it off with champagne, and that's pretty up to your preference. So if you like a lot of champagne, you can pour as much as you like. If you don't like that much champagne, you can add just a spritz of it, whatever you like the best. But just add it to the top. And as it fizzes, you will notice that the spear will start melting and all those cranberries will start coming out of the ice. And so you have a beautiful little drink with those pretty little cranberries in there. When they float in there properly, the spear starts melting, and you have a lovely harvest spritzer.